This is my CCM Axis XF Pro set. I'm going to unbox it right now and go over all the specs. Let's dive into it. So yes, this is my custom CCM Axis XF Pro set, and I'm going to open it up live, and I'm going to go through all the specs here and basically just talk about all the things that I did on this set and why I wanted the things specifically done on this set. So this was just delivered literally 20 minutes or so ago. So to finish watching Grey's Anatomy with Chelsea, and now here we are opening up this set. So I'm just going to start opening this up and see what we have here. So pardon me for reaching around here. I have the catalogs open on my monitors and my custom spec sheet. So we're going to start going through it all together. So I am so stoked on this set already. So it looks like the box was opened upside down by me. So I'm going to flip it over, and I want to start with the glove and blocker first. I don't even want to sneak the pads out here. So the first thing I did want to point out is that yes, I got the Total Custom Pro, not the regular Total Custom. There's two different lines for the Axis this year. Technically they had the different set last year as well too, but I'm going to go through the differences here. So I'm just feverishly ripping this box open because I'm so stoked about my custom gear here. And I'm going to start with the glove. I'm just too excited. I feel like I'm haphazardly doing this video, but I am so stoked. So I'm starting off with the glove. The amount of excitement I have for this set is absolutely insane. So starting off with the glove here, I'm just going to open it right up, and this is like no joke. I'm opening this completely fresh. I'm going to go over the colors, the specs, all that other fun stuff. So yes, showing off this glove here first. This is camel solid with some black on the back, and I did green lacing with a hint of green speed skin here, white logos. So this is a 580 break, and according to my spec sheet, I did a Pro palm without D3O. So you can see on the inside here where it says 580 Pro, and then I'm looking in here and I do not see any D3O. There's a very specific way you can tell that. So I'm gonna lace this or unlace this and kind of show you guys some cool specs here. So pull this right out, 580 single T, and this stitch line right here, all these extra stitches, that's how you can tell that there is without D3O. When there is D3O there, you don't see those extra stitch lines. I'm using a game ready with D3O, but I wanted to go to Pro without. I didn't do anything to mess with the backhand, mess with anything else. This is pure just see how well this closes. That clearly needs to work in a little bit more, and I got to adjust the pinky loop down here, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with this so far. So I did intermediate palm, 580 single piece or single T, and it feels absolutely great. I can tell that it has that intermediate palm because it's super tight on the hand. I'm going to open things up and adjust it here a little bit. Try to pull this pinky loop out a tiny bit so I can get my hand in there a little bit better. And I think the issue I'm experiencing right now is that the backhand is laced so tight. So I'm going to have to mess with that a little bit and adjust that backhand, but already pretty happy with that. Nothing else I really have to do to mess with this. other than just kind of adjusting that spot right there and getting it worked in a little bit better. But yeah, absolutely loving this glove here so far. So checking all the other accents according to what I have, it looks absolutely perfect right now. So yeah, super happy. Oh yeah, I asked for gray Suregrip on the inside hand, which I did get, and I am super happy with that. Like, really just taking in all the details here of the camel solid and like the little like printed areas they did on here. I'll try to show it off better on the blocker and the pads, but I'm gonna put this down and get into the blocker. So next I'm gonna open up the blocker and we're gonna talk about it. I have loved CCM blockers specifically since they went to the eFlex 5 and they thinned out the board and kind of adjusted the hand placement. I absolutely love it. I've loved the Axis 2 Total Custom over there, but I'm really gonna like this one here. I already know I'm very excited. Oh man, it looks so good. I'm so stoked with this set right now. Super happy with how it came out. So opening it up, this is the Axis XF Pro, not the XF, different model. I'll get into that a little bit towards the end, a little bit more in a later video. But yeah, this looks absolutely phenomenal. So I'm going to adjust my spec sheet here and take a look. So I did a regular blocker, clearly the regular hand. I did an intermediate palm. I don't believe anything is going to denote that, but I'll have to take a look and see how it feels when I put my hand in here. And I did Nash palm with a black overlay, which this looks unreal. Really like how that looks. Straight finger protection, which I did want the straight finger instead of the curved. I'll get into that in a little bit of a later video. And yeah, I just did the regular fit. So I'm going to adjust the cuff so I can get my hand in there. This is sick. So man, that is definitely an intermediate palm. I love how this feels on my hand. Absolutely perfect. Straight finger protection is unreal. Embroidery is spot on. I'm noticing some cool hits and just new things across this. Like, this is, I'm so excited. So the biggest thing on the blocker that I've really liked is how light they've made this board. It's a little bit thinner, so it's not like that chunky Lefay, like Reebok P4 that everyone kind of like thinks CCM and True blockers are. They've really thinned this out here. I really like how this looks. This is sick. I got the black stitching across everything, so it really does match here. Yeah, this is unreal. Black binding, black nylon, same thing across the glove. There's no lacing on the blocker, so you're not going to see that same green lacing, but yeah, this sidewall looks a lot more robust than my Axis 2 over there, so I'm super happy with this. But yeah, I'm going to put on the shelf behind me, then we're going to pull out the pads. So before I pull the pads out of this box here, I did just want to go over the sizing. So I am 5'10", just over 215 pounds. I have a 17.75 ankle to knee measurement. I know a lot of people have asked that before, and I plan on doing a separate pad sizing video this summer. But I just want to get that out of the way because I purposely ordered a set that would be my NHL spec size based off my own at-home measurements. So my Axis 2 was 33 plus 1.5, but what I have found out is that over time, I've realized that my butterfly was getting a little bit tighter. I was kind of using more of that toe slack. I was trying to get the straps kind of dialed in, and I noticed that my pads are just feeling a little bit sloppy, a little bit loose. So on this set here, I downsized and added more straps to try to control that. So as skating with some of the professional guys, like, to me, that's what I kind of describe it for like the average Joes out there is like time is money. And if you're losing that time and you're losing out on, being able to get where you need to go, like you're just going to get scored on, like plain and simple. They're professional athletes. They're going to find a way to score on you. So for me, I needed to find a way to buy more time and to try to get myself into the right position. And the clunky pads were just kind of getting in the way They just weren't working out that well for me anymore. Like, they're still fantastic, but for me, I just wanted to downsize a little bit and really try to control the pad a little bit more with some more straps. This has kind of all been summarized with plenty of conversations with Wedgwood, kind of going over a lot of pad sizing and pad details and pad strapping. Like, guy's an absolute nut when it comes to that stuff, and you know, he has a lot of conversations with me about that as well. So now that that's out of the way, I'm going to pull these pads out of the box. I'm going to show you this 32+1 pair of pads of CCM Axis XF Pros. So let's pull these out of the box and see what we have here. I'm going to pull out one pad, and then we're going to look at the other one here in a second. Oh man, I am so excited. Accidentally matched with everything I wanted to wear today. Threw on the Factory City tattoo hat, thanks Josh. And it kind of matches the retro kind of feel here and everything. So I'm really loving this, and already pulling this out of the box, like, I can tell this is exactly what I'm looking for in a pad. So again, 32+1. I'm going to go through all the specs here in a second, but just going over the graphic, this is camel solid, all solid, inside edge, no weave, no speed skin. I did a green speed skin hit here on the front, and the green embroidery, some green lacing here as well. So I'm stoked. So the other thing I did want to point out in the graphic is that they do kind of like a printing on here in the zones, and it looks like on camel, it looks like they use maybe like an antique gold. So it kind of gives it a good depth, good shading here, but all the black stitching matches. And yeah, I am super stoked with that. So just confirming the size before I cut this off the pad, you're going to look here and you can see this where it says color, size, senior, custom. That's all listed out there. Yeah, so pretty stoked that that's all in there. Usually they put the sizing of like what size it actually is. Like if it's like a 32+1 or whatever, it's usually on here, but I'm not seeing it. So it might be tucked in on the inside of the knee block. So I'll look for that in a little bit. But let's go through the specs here. So according to my spec sheet, I did the recessed foam with removable knee wrap. So did I get that? Yes, I did. So this strap, or sorry, this flap, I'm probably going to end up removing, and I'm actually going to angle this down. So that's what I have there. Then let's go to the toe arrangement. So I specifically ordered this, I'll be honest, to make Kaylie happy that I can kind of show this off. I don't think I'm actually going to use it, but it's just interesting. So this is a new toe bridge assembly that they have. So it's called basically a hybrid version. So it's the PU toe bridge with the 3 holes. So I wanted a really thin one, didn't want any foam there. And it's kind of like, basically it's skate lace with kind of like a half elastic, half bungee system on there with a Velcro closure, but more of it is skate lace. Not 100% in love with that, but just kind of did it to show it off. Next, we're going to be looking at the knee landing. I ordered the 3D grip, not the Suregrip. I've really loved this 3D grip. I've liked the raised edges. I like the material. It holds extremely well. So that's what I did here. Flex options, I did straight single break core, single break outer, and yep, so I have the single break outer roll, and I want it to flex below the knee and nothing above the knee. I pretty much wanted to go with like the iconic shape because I really like that Z shape. So I'm going to try to work these in so they're a little bit more curved below the knee, but kind of keep that straight profile up top. Let's see, knee strap options. Below knee fixed single. So yes, I did one black QK5 strap out of here across the bottom of the knee that kind of goes across. Had that on the Axis too, so wanted to keep this here. Again, I just want to have a few more straps for adjustment purposes. Then this one was a different one that Kaylie and I went back and forth on to try to discuss this. So I did the tight fit QMSS 2 plus lower strap, which is the quick motion strapping system 2 plus the lower strap. So just to open everything up here, so you still have this incredible DRS strap. Absolutely love this, but this quick motion 2 strap. Again, I really just opened these pads up straight out of the box. Didn't really do anything to try to prepare for for showing this stuff off. So we have the extra lower strap that's right here. It looks like it's velcroed into the bottom of the calf in this little pillow here, and it looks like it's just single elastic that runs across, not double elastic. So it looks like it's still going to be pretty flexible. And then this quick motion strapping system, I heard about this. It's now adjustable. I am very stoked that it is entirely adjustable. That's unreal. But it's basically an internal upper calf strap, and I wanted this lower calf strap here, so I got that. The leg channel, I did a shallow soft, so I wanted a pretty flexible boot that I can kind of, load off the post and get that push out that I'm looking for. So got that here. These are also sick. One other thing I wanted to point out on the strapping while I kind of look at it is no CCM logo on the back here. That's how you know it's NHL Spec. Of course, you see the lacing here as well, but they remove a lot of logos and hits, kind of hide them in colors across on the NHL Spec stuff. Bootstrap system, no bootstrap. Didn't want it, don't like it, don't want to have it. Thigh protector, no lace tab. Didn't need anything up across here because I just wear the knee pad standing alone. And infinite power rebound. This is kind of their new face foam, and that's what I got here. I did not do the extra stiff, as Kaylie told me this is going to be plenty for me. So yeah, this looks absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to pause it real quick and pull the other one out and show them off. So again, I'm just pulling the things out here and kind of checking everything to make sure everything looks good. So yeah, I am very stoked about this set. Yeah, I'm just these are absolutely unreal. So I'm really happy with these. The reason why I wanted to show off this area here on this pad is to show off that it is now laced in. This is a full NHL spec pad. So for NHL specifications, the calf has to be recessed ½ inch lower than the knee block. That's why you see this laced down option here. So my Axis 2s would be considered the Total Custom. They are not Total Custom Pro. So technically they are not NHL spec. So when I ordered this set, I wanted to make sure I got the XF Pro, which is the Total Custom Pro version, the NHL spec version. So this pad is already going to be a little bit stiffer. It's basically just going to be made to that exact NHL specification. Like they're pretty stiff. Like I'm really liking the shape and everything here. Yeah, they're unreal. But super happy to kind of have my own NHL spec version of pads. I'm really liking how they're feeling here. These look absolutely phenomenal. Oh yeah, here we go. Infinite power rebound foam tag on the inside, kind of showing you that. Got some other cool tags across the inside here showing off the speed channel and a few other specs I'll get into in a later video. But yeah, this is my set here. I'm really happy with how these turned out. So I'm going to put them behind me and give some closing thoughts and let you guys know what's coming up in the next few videos. I just want to stand here for a second and just appreciate how these look. Super happy with it. I know they look very similar, and a lot of people are going to say they look very similar with some identical graphics and whatever, but this set here is bronze speed skin. This is camel solid. I will do a full-on review video later comparing the Axis 2 specs to the XF Pro specs. I know it's not a direct correlation because this Axis 2 set is considered the total custom or the retail custom, which is what would now equal the Axis XF. I now have the XF Pro, which would have been the higher model, so it's a little different in terms of that. So you're going to see a few differences, but I'll explain some of that here as well, so that when you guys are then ordering your own gear, you know the differences between the retail spec and the NHL spec versions. So I'm super happy with how this came out right now. I cannot wait for this video to come out to kind of show off some of these specs and some of the cool things here. And I can't wait to do a video later that's going to go into the direct comparison. And then I plan on doing kind of like a summer review after I use them, kind of go over how they've been performing, the sizing and all that other stuff. So I'm really excited about that. So I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this kind of unboxing with me and got to enjoy this gorgeous looking set of gear behind me. I cannot wait to do more and talk about them more. But before I share some final closing thoughts, I just want to give a huge shout out to Josh Williams over at Factory City Tattoo in Wichita Falls, Texas. Good friend of mine. We play hockey together all the time. He's the one that has tattooed my arms entirely and started working on my chest for me. So I want to toss the hat on here and give him a huge shout out for always giving me some sick tattoos that look like tattoos, and always just being a pretty great friend, pretty decent guy. So if you are interested, I'm going to link some of his stuff down below. So if you're ever in the Texas area and want to get tattooed by him, you can reach out to him. Or at any other shops he kind of does his little pop-ups or visits at across the US, you can see his schedule down there as well. But thank you guys for watching this video, and I can't wait to show you guys more across this set. My name is Chris Dudo, and I'm the Goalie Gear Snob, and that XF Pro set is absolutely sick. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching this video. I'd really appreciate it if you liked, commented, and subscribed, and also rang that cute little Liberty bell for some notifications about what I upload to my channel. Please check me out. Some of my other social outlets are going to be linked down below.